Spider-Man just declared war on Kingpin, and this isn't your friendly neighborhood Spidey anymore. Last issue, Spider-Man told Kingpin he was coming to take his life after Kingpin's assassin put Aunt May in the hospital. Spider-Man reminds Kingpin he's been breaking laws left and right, and he won't hesitate to break one more before hanging up the phone. He still has the assassin, who took out Aunt May's assassin, hostage, and he violently rips off the webbing from his face, which I'm sure hurts a lot worse than duct tape. Spider-Man tells the guy if he tells one lie, he will separate his heart from his chest. The guy tells him he took the other shooter out because he knew something Fisk didn't want getting out, and that's all he knows. Spider-Man swings away, dangling the guy by his ankle as Mary Jane steps outside the hospital. Back in the prison, Fisk pulls a king's ransom sack of money out of nowhere and gives it to a prison guard. He gives him a Shakespeare-like presentation while asking him to fetch his clothes and do him one other solid. He wants this guard to pay off the night shift guards and look the other way tonight. Elsewhere, Spider-Man strings up his hostage in the sewers, hands tied behind his back, and lets the rats have at him. He explains how the food chain works to the simpleton and tells him to put out the word. Anyone who messes with his family again will end up down here at the bottom of the food chain. Spider-Man cuts the man down and picks him up to hold him face to face before telling him that Spider-Man reigns supreme in the food chain. Back at the hospital, Mary Jane tells Peter she's been paying for Aunt May's hospital stay in cash to keep it on the low, but that it can't go on forever. Once the money runs out, Spider-Man's enemies find out May is here. Peter has an idea and thinks back to a time he gave Aunt May a blood transfusion to save her life, but his radioactive blood almost ended things for good. He then administered a serum that saved her, and he's hoping it had a long-lasting effect that will allow her to accept his blood again. Him and MJ perform the procedure under wraps, and Peter disappears again. He shows up at the prison and puts on the mask. At that same time, Fisk gets in his Kingpin suit, while all the prison cells open. Spider-Man scours the walls, slips in the guard tower, and makes his way to the cell blocks, and as Fisk steps out clanking his cane, Spider-Man comes crashing in. And as the chapter comes to an end, the Spider descends on the Kingpin and says it's go time for the two of them.